Okay, well here we are again, one step closer to going home. I had my sutures taken out today, alternate. I've done a little video with that on my iPhone. That was pretty easy going actually. There was one or two that were really deep in, so I had a little bit of discomfort. So yeah, I mean it's not been too bad. There's a little badger there. I've got to keep this Juso sock on. Let me just see if I can just zoom this out a bit. You see this this sock here? This is like it almost looks like an old lady's stockings, but it's not. It's designed to help with the shrinkage of the swelling. So all of this will continue to reduce in size until eventually all my muscle will waste away down here, and then I'll have a perfect stump. But it can take up to about a year for it to happen. Last night was pretty straightforward. Again, woke up with the bloody sweats this morning, which is driving me insane. And I think that's purely down to the medication and all that. Phantom pain, again, being a bastard. Really sort of smashing me every now and then. And it's never anything different now. It's the same pain I'm getting, which is a little bit concerning, really. It's a horrible sort of, how can I explain it? It's sort of like somebody sticking it. That's one there. Somebody sticking, say for example, that's the sole of your foot, and sticking a hot poker up against your skin, just like that. So it's, as you can appreciate, it's not very nice at all. Managed to get some movement with the bureaucrats over at Headley Court. Obviously, sometimes you just can't leave things to other people. You have to try and get on the case. Luckily, the physio over here was able to get me the number of the occupational therapist that was dealing with all my stuff about my wheelchair, etc. So as soon as it was like 9:01, I was calling and badgering, and then finally got through. And got a result, phoned up earlier on, we'll say just before lunch, and they said, right, your wheelchair is going to be in tomorrow, it'll be squared away and it'll be brought up to you sometime tomorrow, so happy days. So that's all dealt with. Friday I'm having the last of my sutures out. Hopefully you can get that done nice and early before I plan on leaving, so there's no real delays on Friday, and then it's home. And then my next couple of vlogs after that then will all be from home. How I'm adjusting back home, because it's going to be quite tricky because it's a small house. It's not adapted. I don't really want it adapted because I want my my home that I want to move into, my permanent family home, to be adapted, rather than wasting money and getting this place done. So I'll be on my crutches and in and around there, and also I've got to get used to the kids jumping around me, watching my stump, because over the next couple of months it's going to take a while for it to really settle down, and to be able to withstand a knock or anything like that. I'm quite positive that were I to take the slightest of knocks on there now, it really would give me a considerable amount of pain. It's definitely coming to time for me to leave here as well. I've become quite a nuisance on the ward, chasing the nurses in my wheelchair, and doing donuts in the NHS wheelchair outside, and just bugging people, and just generally being being somebody who's climbing the walls because they've been stuck in the hospital for too long. But apart from those pains and everything, I'm feeling rather elated and good, and I'm getting good positive feedback off my surgeon and everything about the stump, that it's looking good and it's healing well. So I'm confident at the moment, and the aim is really to be, I don't know, walking before Christmas. If I can be walking before Christmas, and then at some stage next year, up and about, being able to start running, then happy days.